Welcome everybody to the inaugural Cinema Dolce video review. I'm Today we're going to be talking about Supergirl from 1984. Got Peter O'Toole in it. Can't go wrong with that, right? Lawrence of Arabia. So anyway, this movie is basically the story of Kara, but in a really weird, wacky scenario. So she lives in inner space. She wants to get to outer space where her cousin Clark lives, the infamous Superman, right? So she goes to Peter O'Toole's character Zoltar. She talks to him about how she wants to escape the inner space and get to the outer space. And he has this powerful orb called the Megahedron, and it powers the city of Argos in inner space where they all live. Well, Kara, in her naivete, cuts open the dome to Argos, and the vacuum of space sucks the Megahedron out of her hands and into the ether, basically. But here's my problem. When she leaves Argos to go and retrieve the orb, she leaves and she goes through all these different portals and dimensions, and she comes out of a lake, almost like a Lady of the Lake from Arthurian legend. She pops out of the lake, she lands, and she's automatically in her Supergirl suit. There's no, she can shapeshift, all that kind of stuff. This is the most powerful Supergirl ever. She's got powers that she's never had before. So she comes out of the water already dressed as Supergirl, and the Megahedron, it comes out of outer space, even though they both came from inner space in the same spot. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's one of the few things that I have a problem with in this movie, aside from the terrible acting and special effects. Apparently this movie has a cult following, but I don't see it. I don't understand how it can have a cult following when you have such shoddy writing and directing as this. I'm sure this was one of those canon films from back in the day. Old Golem Globus and whatnot. Terrible movies, but somehow they had an endearing charm to them. But yes, Supergirl was really lame. For being as good as he is, Peter O'Toole is used very, very little in the movie. I liked his character. He was a very grandfatherly figure. He was a mentor to Kara. He actually helps her towards the end of the film, and that's great. But he was done a disservice with this film. Faye Dunaway is another character in the film that I really didn't care for, even though she's the main villain. When she finds the powerful orb in her potato salad, she automatically knows what it is. She knows that it's this artifact of powerful import, and she can use it to bend the world to her will. There's no explanation of how she knows this, why she knows this. All we know is that she's a witch, and she's trying to rule the world with magic. And this orb is her key. For some reason, it's her key. Even though she's in a world with Superman and other things that she could use, powerful witchcraft or sorcery. But this thing that falls into her potato salad, she automatically knows, this is what I will use to conquer the world. What Faye doesn't realize is that the orb has a mind of its own, and it's an ancient evil. And the more she uses it, the more power it grows in, and it eventually becomes sentient and doesn't need her anymore to fulfill its will. And there's our ultimate showdown between Supergirl and the White Dragon of Evil. Hard to explain, but I really wanted to like this. I thought I would like it because I really like those old crappy canon movies. I think they're, like I said, they have an enduring charm to them because they're so bad. But this I probably won't ever watch again. It was entertaining, and it's streaming over on Max if you want to check it out. But I did not really care for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope it made sense since this is my first one. I'm a little nervous and awkward. But I'll keep them coming as much as possible. As long as you watch them, I'll keep making them. Why don't you click that like and subscribe button. Peace out, guys.